Conflict and obstacles. How are you doing? I feel like we've come far. This is video 8, and by now, well, I guess it's a question. Have you been doing the work? Do you know what a story is? Do you know what a cliche is? Do you know how to dig deeper and get to the experience that is yours and yours alone, that lives beneath the cliche? Can you identify your own point of view? Can you imagine another's point of view? Can you create new worlds? Have you found that dance between the inner and the outer world that your character lives in? Are you able to drive your story forward through desire, in pursuit of goals? Stories, I would argue, create meaning. This is their essential function and why we love them so much. But desire alone doesn't generate meaning. Meaning is earned. It's what emerges from the interaction of our desires with the world. Meaning emerges through conflict. Look at any great story and you'll find that not only is it propelled forward by a great desire, but it's also challenged, it's contested by an obstacle so great as to seem insurmountable. It's in that space that our story begins to emerge. Pick some of the stories that matter most to you and separate these poles, the goal and the obstacle. The obstacle might be really straightforward. It might be a person, it might be a thing, but it could also belong to your protagonist's inner world. It might be a state of mind, a belief, a fear. Even so, that inner conflict will ultimately find forms in the outside world. And it's that dance again, that dance between the inner and the outer. So identify these forms, describe them. Are they people? Are they environments? Are they living things? Are they non-living things? Whatever they are, these are your antagonists, and the depth of your story will be only as deep as the depth of your antagonists. Fact. So don't simplify them. It's all too easy for us to create characters and create goals and create a world that sits in a kind of simple opposition to that goal. But that's not the real world. The real world is one in which the forces of antagonism too have their own abundance, their own goals and their own desires. Give your antagonist the same form, the same meaning that you give to your protagonist. That way, you start to approach the dramatic tension that is the heart of your story. And as people are drawn in, it's to that tension that they'll be drawn in. Imagine your story from the point of view, not of your protagonist, but their opponent. When both those stories are as vivid as one another in your mind, your story will begin to sing.